Every day is a birthday for someone, and we all love celebrating birthdays, especially kids. We meet a lady who puts a classic touch to your fun days, to your birthdays, and to all your events. So let's go and learn more from her.
Today we spend time with an entrepreneur who is behind a flagship that inspires kids, teens, and adults through fun and play. Ruth Nyabwa prides herself to be the proprietor of Classic Touch Kids Parties, an events planning company gifted with experience and provision of kids parties entertainment, planning and coordinating fun events.
This is something that I used to do a lot, especially at church where I grew up, Nairobi South Church, SDA. And I used to plan a lot of social outings for the youth and for the kids. I tended to find that it was something that was so much, it used to give me so much joy at the end of the day, as much as it wasn't paying me anything. And then at the end of the day, I asked myself, this sitting in the office and just working wasn't going well with me.
The company has expertise in rocking parties with classic, unique, and tailor-made ideas with a team passionate to work for kids.
A company that actually deals with kids entertainment and actually just planning it in the right way. What I used to do before, I actually worked for an Australian company that was called Center for Customs and Excise Studies. I worked for about 3 years and then opted to resign and just follow my passion. My passion was planning events and actually just bringing kids to the right level of fun and entertainment.
Their services include birthdays, fun days, and team building excursions, weddings, adventurous and themed events. They plan up to 5 events every weekend at a cost of 6,000 shillings and above.
Quite reasonable. Anybody can afford my events. Anybody can afford my events. I can't say that I have a certain clientele that I won't deal with. I deal with the low class, the middle class, the high class. Everybody can afford it. I have the low key packages and I have the high key packages.
And how much are the low key packages?
The low key package can go to as little as 6,000.
And the high?
Can go to even $1 million. So it really depends on also the client's budget. I work with your budget and I will advise you depending on also the number of children that you're inviting. I'll advise you on what works best for you.
The company offers themed parties that incorporate both children, teens and adults, touching on various issues that affect us in life. Classic Touch Kid Parties have partnered with various kids entertainment companies and taken kids entertainment a higher notch with attractive packages for its clients.
The future plans, as we go ahead, it's not all about birthdays. I want to touch the lives of parents and to touch the lives of children and to touch the lives of everybody basically in the community. Coming up with events that I've started this year, theme parties, which touch on nature, health, fitness. It's not all about fun. You cannot be having fun but you're sick. You can be having fun but you can't play some games. So I've come up with theme parties that actually work so much at bringing out the different aspects of life. In a fun atmosphere, it's very easy to take in something that you're being taught.
Bouncy, aquatic and Disney World packages are among the services they offer to kids.
The client needs to trust you that when you say I'll be there by 10, you'll actually make it on time, you'll be reliable. If you say this is what service I'll bring for you, you ensure that's the service you're going to bring to them. Yeah, so don't keep the idea dying, implement it and take it seriously.
They currently have a team of over 20 who offer comedy entertainment, fun and tailor-made games with emphasis on good relations with children.
You'd find it very strange. Kids would ask, where did you learn this game from? I just create them from actually watching some movies, sometimes also going onto the net, and also just observing how children respond to like maybe just the ball. What else can you do with a ball? What else can you do with a balloon? I just sometimes create some of them on my own.
And what challenges do you face in this work that you do?
The challenges I face sometimes is most times when a client wants me to come on board, and maybe I have like 3 or so events on the same day. The client wants me to actually be the one there, and I may sometimes choose which one to go for and who to send. And when I send someone, it is someone who actually will do it almost like exactly how I do it.
Classic Kid Touch has loads of experience in hiring various kids entertainment and planning unique birthdays, fun days for corporates, schools, estates, clubs, team building excursions, weddings, and creative fun tours.
How do you cope with competition in this busy field that you are in?
For me, competition is not really an issue because this is something I'm so passionate about. When I get out and I do it, I think that how best am I going to do this? How well am I going to satisfy my clients? That's what I think about. I don't think about, oh, somebody else does this, so how else can I compete with them? No, I look at how well can I satisfy my client. Yeah.
For persons planning to get into entrepreneurship, she asserts that when it gets darkest, the moon and stars glitter and form beautiful formations, hence one should never give up.
In this that you do, having the classic kids fun club, do you feel fulfilled by what you do, and are you happy with it?
The fulfillment I feel at the end of the day is when I get feedback from my clients and they're so happy. That's all I need at the end of the day. I don't even look at what I make. I look at, did I have a positive impact on the person or on the child who actually gave me this service? So it's the client's feedback that really matters to me.
If you're not a risk taker, you should get the hell out of business. Ray Kroc, McDonald's founder.
All right. There you have it from Ruth. Any idea can be done here in Kenya. We are taking a short commercial break, but when we return, we have more stories for you, so please do not go anywhere. Welcome back to the show. If you're joining us, we're in the second part of The Entrepreneur. We're here to meet a man who is an entrepreneur, an author, a philanthropist, a family man, a motivator, and is even a church elder in his church. This is none other than George Washuri, the founder of Optiven Company, the fastest growing company in real estate here in Kenya. So we're going to learn more as we interview him.
These are the words inscribed in one of the frames in George Washuri's office. Most reliable way to predict your future is to create it. These words describe the 10-year journey of George, a budding entrepreneur who is the proprietor of Optiven, a growing real estate company that is making tremendous growth in Kenya. Born and raised in Nyeri, the Bachelor of Commerce degree holder traces his entrepreneurship path back in primary and university when he was struggling to raise school fees.
As a person, I've come a long way, as an entrepreneur, given that I was born up in a place in Nyeri, a very, very arid place. In fact, our place is one of the driest in the central Kenya, and it's called Kieni. And of course, I went to school to do BCom in the university. And at the university, I was very, very active as a person, as an entrepreneur. I was a person who is taking other people's photos, or what we call capturing the moment. Because I had to raise my fees. You know, those days the fees was not very cheap and the money was not easy to come by. And I had to do my own things to make sure that I generate money for my education. And I thank God I was able to finish. And it taught me a lot of things, because I remember when I was finishing the university, I was a member of Christian Union. You know, every time you go for missions to preach the gospel, me, I was capturing the moment and I was making my money enough to pay my school fees. I'm sure you have seen something here called the Entrepreneur of the Year, you know, and I was able to do a lot of things, you know, and I thank God. And of course, after university, I worked for NGOs, I worked for the UN, but 8 years ago I said I think it's very important for me to do something for myself and something for the community and something that can generate money. That's the time that I joined Optiven on full-time basis. But before that, it was there. I registered immediately, I finished the university. So it was very cool, but when I joined full-time, it became one of the most vibrant organizations. It's one of the fastest growing organizations today in Kenya, and I thank God for that.
After clearing university, he worked in several organizations before drifting to run a company he initiated and registered 8 years earlier.
Optiven means optimizing ventures. And what we do is that our core business is to empower property investors in Kenya and in Africa. And we are very focused on assisting our people, our clientele, to own their own properties. So that's why we are here. That's our core business. However, our vision is big. We want to be pace setters in real estate across Africa. And as an organization, we are very passionate, you know, on working with our clientele. We are very passionate when you as a person, as a client, have your own house. And what we say is that our flagship, we say it's value-added plots. Why value-added? Many Kenyans have bought properties, have bought plots, but they're not building. For us, we ask ourselves, what can we do to make sure that these people construct their own houses? So we buy a big land, we add value to it. You know, we pull power, whatever it is, we drill the boreholes, like some of our projects in Kajiado, in Wasungishu district, county, and others in Machakos. We also develop the infrastructure. You know, we fence the project and we develop house plans. So when you come, you just develop your own house.
The organization started from humble beginnings, and today they are enjoying results of hard work and determination. The company has a workforce of 50 employees and believes the property industry in Kenya is still virgin with a very bright future.
Optiven is one of the fastest growing real estate firms today. Why? Because we promise and we deliver. You know, when we tell you that our value-added plot, we are going to get titles in 6 months, we better bring the titles in 4 months. You know, because clients need that kind of honesty. If you're honest with your clients, they'll come. You know, I've seen a lot of people referring us to others. And it has been a journey, not a very smooth journey. It's a long story. If you read my book, you know, you see the whole story about how George as a person, as a team leader, came about.
Their home ownership concept that has set them apart from competition is largely based on value addition.
So looking for land is not easy. We also involve our own lawyers, yeah, to tell them, go to the registry and conduct due diligence. Yeah. Once we do that, we are comfortable, we check the area, is the area accessible. That's why for us, we make sure that the areas we buy our properties, we create access. You know, they say that on entrepreneurship, change the environment. Do not allow the environment to change you. So for us, we do connecting roads. Whenever you have a project, we partner with the county governments. We do the connecting roads. Yeah. If they're not supportive, we do it ourselves. In some areas, like projects like Savannah in Kajiado, we have done drifts yeah, for our people. We also fence that land, plant the trees, do the water piping. Why? You are changing the environment. So if the access is good, it will allow our customers to go there and settle. That is not enough. What are the amenities? Are there schools there? If you realize, most of our projects, they are located in areas whereby we have schools, we have the universities, we have social amenities.
The business model targets all classes of people, among them the youth who have just gotten into the job market.
Why young professionals? People who are finishing the universities. Instead of investing in real estate, they are buying Subarus, you know. Personally, I do a lot of mentorship to these people who are finishing school because I know these people are our future clients. We also do a lot of forums to them to tell them, yes, you can invest in real estate today. You can buy a value-added plot from Optiven today. Another 2, 3, 4, 5 years, the same property will have appreciated. The same property you can set to your own house. The same property you can use the title deed to secure money from the bank. You know, assuming that you have a business you want to do, you can take that Optiven title, take it to the bank and, as a security and get money to do business. So that's our line of business. We're also targeting people who want to settle, people want to do their own homes, you know. That's why when you sell them this value-added plot, we also advise them that yes, it is possible to do your own house. And what we have done as an organization, we have a construction department, you know, working with our clients towards the end result. And we're happy that we have really settled quite a number of clientele. And for us, that's a success.
Georgia sought to demystify home ownership by making it easy for anyone to acquire and own property without fear of being conned. The company enables people to purchase plots from a minimum of 300,000 shillings and sells a minimum of 6 plots per month.
I challenge other entrepreneurs, let us do it together because we have not started. Look at our people in Kenya, 80% they are on rented houses. They are desiring, they are aspiring to have their own homes. They don't have homes. Optiven and others, we are the people to provide these homes to them. You know, look at the opportunities at oil and gas. You know, right now, wherever you strike in Kenya, there's oil, Lokishar, coast areas. We may not get that oil money as individuals, as entrepreneurs, but we can plug it on value addition. You know, these people require houses. These people require taxi services. These people require medical health. So I challenge my fellow entrepreneurs. These are opportunities that we must seize, we must capture. That's why I tell people that the time to buy properties in Mombasa is now. Why? The price is good. Because insecurity cannot continue forever. Very soon, it's going to be peaceful. And those of us who are going there to buy properties there, they'll be waiting for you to come. Okay? So some of these challenges, we have to face them with a positive mind.
The company has already rolled out several branches nationwide.
We kept dreaming that one day we are going to have our own office, like what we have here at Barclays Plaza, 14th floor. Of course, after that, we moved to Gilfilan, whereby we had one office. And we kept attending to our clientele, giving them services, being honest to them, being transparent to them, and they were able to support us. So we kept getting one client after another, the business of referrals, and we thank God that our clientele supported us, and we are now enjoying one of the best strategic offices in this city. Of course, we have opened several branches. We have a branch in Uasin County, we have a branch in Machakos County, we have a branch in Kajiado, and we are still developing.
They believe that the Kenyan counties are fast growing and the time to acquire property in various parts of the country, like Lamu and Turkana, is now due to its vast resources.
Kenyans, we must wake up and do business because this country is full of opportunities. They are saying today we are 42 million. They are saying by the year 2030, we are going to be 67 million. Where are these people going to stay? So I tell people that we have not started doing real estate in Kenya. Look at the massive opportunities coming up. The standard railway gauge is going to open up a lot of opportunities, you know, and I challenge other entrepreneurs, let us do it together because we have not started. Look at our people in Kenya, 80% they are on rented houses. They are desiring, they are aspiring to have their own homes. They don't have homes. Optiven and others, we are the people to provide these homes to them.
You can learn from your own mistakes. But again, it's very expensive to learn from your own mistakes. Maybe when you've taken a loan from a bank and then you fail again, you go back and you need to repay that loan, then it becomes a little bit of a problem. So what we advise the young entrepreneurs who are starting is first, once they have an idea and they have gotten the funding and the resources to start this business, they should look for mentors. There's what we call the mentorship program, which is very important for those people who have done that business before. to learn from them, ask on how they've been through this process. Then they can do it either better or do the same way they have done it, so that they reduce the chances of failing.
The sky is the lower limit, and what a slogan from Mr. George. But one thing that was very, very clear to me is that he said, think big, start small, and start now. Think about it. Until next week, same time, same place, that is all we have for you. It is good night and God bless you from the team. In the meantime, engage us on our social media pages that are on your screen right now. Facebook is KTN The Entrepreneur. Our Twitter handle is @KTN Entrepreneur. There is an email address on your screen, entrepreneur@standardmedia.co.ke. If you are an entrepreneur that we can feature on this show, or if you know anyone who is an entrepreneur with an inspiring and motivating story, then let him or her get in touch with us on those social media pages that are on your screen right now.